there are more than 1,500 officers either on overtime or on special schedules this evening, or I should say this weekend, trying to put a dent in that violence that traditionally hits Chicago over July 4th weekend. And while there does appear to be some progress being made as compared to last year, those numbers you read clearly still too high. A 14-year-old girl is recovering after she was shot in the foot overnight in the Calumet Heights neighborhood. Police say the teen was sitting in a parked car on the 9100 block of South Luella when a man started shooting from a nearby gangway. She is expected to be okay. In the Englewood neighborhood, 4 people were shot while standing outside near 61st Place in Wallace. One of those victims tried to drive themselves to the hospital but crashed. All 4 are recovering. And in the Bronzeville neighborhood, a fight outside of a nightclub ended up with 3 people being shot. This happened near 46th and King Drive. All were taken to the hospital. Finally, a pregnant woman is in critical condition today after she and another man were stabbed in the Loop. Police say it all started around 11:30 p.m. when a group of 6 people who were waiting for a rideshare near Washington and Wabash got into an altercation with a couple who stopped to offer them a ride. The woman is about 3 months pregnant. She's being treated at Northwestern Hospital. So again, at least 63 people have been shot so far this weekend in the city of Chicago. We should note, however, that number is significantly lower than 2018. That was one of the worst July 4th weekends on record, with over 100 people shot in the city of Chicago.
Hey, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to our ABC7 Chicago.
All right, Shalom. First, let's start by saying all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Abshai, Bashim Kakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Now, this is, I wanted to bring out this clip a while back during the 4th of July. And, you know, just to give an update on what's going on in Chicago on the 4th of July. We know when these holidays come up that all types of violence happen because the Lord is judging his people. Well, not only his people, he's judging everybody. But Jake and them, you know, killing each other and shooting at each other because, one, they don't have any knowledge. The scriptures say that they are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, man. And there's no truth in this land, you know, to keep them from killing each other, man. You know, a lot of it is because of gang violence. You know, a lot of these games were made by Esau. Some of them probably weren't, you know, but still, gang violence, you hold to certain codes, certain colors. You make peace agreements and all of that. But ultimately, Jake and them supposed to be knowing who they are according to the Bible and knowing who their real enemies are. And their real enemies are the other nations. They are not those of, you know, of their people, you know, other Israelites. So I'm bringing out this Hosea chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, ye blacks, Latins, Native Americans. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land of this land, because there is no truth." Right. Jacob don't know that they are the 12 tribes of Israel, the righteous holy seed that's supposed to be inheriting the world, you know, once it is took back over when Yahweh Shah comes back, man. It says, because there's no truth, no mercy. Right, and Jacob don't have any type of mercy on each other. That's why they just shooting and killing each other, man. Nor knowledge of the Most High in the land. Right, there is laws against killing your brother or treating your brother a certain type of way, and a lot of this stuff be happening because of women, you know, so on and so forth, man. It can be multiple reasons. Jake gonna be running into some of their enemies who done killed some of their friends, stuff of that nature, man. And they be holding grudges for years until they find that person, you know. But ultimately, it's the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai because they don't have any knowledge, man. It says, by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out and blood touches blood. Right, so you know these are the spirits that Jake gonna be having on each other, on themselves, when they go out to these clubs and they go out to hang out and whatnot, and that's what be making that's what be bringing out all the violence, and But it says I'm gonna jump to verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. Right? So since they don't want to hear the word, and you got brothers out there in Chicago, and not only in Chicago, you got brothers all around the world right now, not just up in the 50 odd states. You got them all over the world right now. And this truth has took it over the internet, So since they reject this knowledge and this truth and go out to do what they want to do on these days, they get judged, man. But here's the next scripture. This is Isaiah chapter 51, verse 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in a net. Right, going back to what I was speaking on, man. Them gangs, man. Jake and be hanging on them corners and smoking and selling drugs and stuff and be getting into it with rival gangs, man. But it's ultimately because the Lord got them there. It says they are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of their power. Right, so yeah, the Lord put the spirits on Jake now, man, to kill each other off, man. It's, because of the curses. Jake didn't want to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, so the Lord put curses on him. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power. Right, so if Jacob was to hearken unto the Lord, they would be blessed. But since they hadn't, this is verse 15. Is it verse 15? Verse 15, it says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Right? So I'm going to jump. This is verse 50. Verse 54. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54. It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate. It's lucky. It says, it says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Right? So Jake is evil towards his brother, giving his brother that evil eye, man, and in turn killing him. Even with the women, man, leaving their women and their children and stuff. That's a curse that's on Jake, man, when they're in these clubs. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, right? Our women used to be feminine. It says her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, right? And she always getting them locked up, setting them up, and toward her son and toward her daughter, right? And when you reach a certain age in the black woman's house, or Latino or the Native Americans, they kick you out. Same with the young women. They talk all types of shit about their young daughters, but they them got the curses on them, man. That's why they going through so much hell, man. That's why they ain't got no love and respect for each other. I think I got one more precept to bring out. You know what? I'm gonna end it off at that. All praise to Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.